The finish line. The afternoon sun beat down on the high school track as 17-year-old Lily sat on the bleachers, staring at her running shoes. She had just missed the qualifying time for the state championships by 2 seconds. 2 miserable, agonizing seconds. Her dad, Mark, walked up the aluminum steps, holding 2 bottles of cold water. He didn't say anything at first. He just sat next to her, handing her a bottle and letting the silence settle. "I'm done, Dad," Lily finally said, her voice cracking. "I've trained for 6 straight months, and I still can't close the gap. Maybe I'm just not fast enough for this." Mark took a sip of his water and looked out at the empty red clay of the track. "Do you remember when you were 7 and tried to learn how to ride that blue 2-wheeler? Lily groaned, wiping a frustrated tear from her cheek. "I fell into Mrs. Gable's rosebush." "You sure did," Mark chuckled softly. "You got scraped up, cried for 10 minutes and told me you were going to walk everywhere for the rest of your life." "But do you remember what happened the very next morning?" Lily smiled faintly. "I asked for my helmet." "Exactly," Mark said, turning to look her right in the eyes. "Life isn't about avoiding the fall, kiddo. It's about how quickly you put your helmet back on. You didn't lose today. You just found out exactly where your limits are so you can push past them tomorrow. 2 seconds is nothing compared to the heart you have." Lily looked back down at her sneakers. The heavy, suffocating feeling in her chest was slowly starting to fade. She took a deep breath and stood up, shaking out her tired legs. "Where are you going?" Mark asked, a proud smile forming on his face. "To get my helmet," Lily replied, stepping back down toward the track. "Time for another lap." Story takeaway. True failure isn't falling short of your goal. It is